Hi guys, welcome to the second episode of the Purpose series. So in the last episode, we talked about what is purpose and why purpose is necessary, right? So in this episode, I'm going to be talking to you about how to discover your unique purpose. So honestly, it can be overwhelming, this whole subject of purpose. For me, it was a lot. I'm not even going to lie. That's even part of the reasons why I'm doing this, right? That's part of the reasons why I'm teaching on this. So as we uncover the things about purpose, I need you to know that it's not magical. You will not just wake up and arrive at purpose. It's a journey. So take it and calm down. Especially if you're in your 20s, you're young, farabalẹ̀, calm down, right? So the first thing I would like to tell you about this is your purpose is inside of you. There are clues everywhere, I promise you. We'll get into it, don't worry. So think of your purpose as cooking rice. So let's say you have palm oil and there's rice. What's the clue given? It's giving native rice, right? Yes. I like food. I know you like food too. So let's say you have turmeric, you have carrots, cabbage. You know it's tilting towards fried rice, right? Yeah. So think of your purpose as rice. So God gives rice, and then you begin to look at your life and see clues, different things showing up to just let you know what this is, right? So imagine that you put these things together. This salt, Maggi, onions, red oil, there's somewhere you put it together and you cook the rice. What it produces is the kind of rice you were meant to cook in this life. So let's say that's your purpose. So my ingredient, your ingredient may be different, right? It's always different. Honestly, it's always different. It's just the more you start to put them together, the more you understand. And this is what we call alignment to purpose, right? Here are some powerful questions that will help you get started in finding your unique purpose. I call them the GPS for your purpose. So here are 3 things that you can ask yourself that can help you navigate your way to purpose. So the first one is, what excites you? What makes you happy? What are the things that make you feel alive? Like you just come alive when you do these things. What topics can you talk about for hours? So for me, it's purpose. I know I've been called to help people. So every single time someone stands and asks me a question, you would see me standing there talking to them for hours, just trying to help them find out, like help them. This is my own purpose. It's something I can talk about for hours, right? So what activities make you lose track of time? For me, again, is teaching. I can talk, teach, as long as it's something that's going to help you. Like you're asking me a question of, how do I get from here to here? How do I get productive? What is my purpose? I will talk to you. I will keep talking. And see, amazingly, for the longest time in my life, I didn't want to accept this. So let me even put a pause to this and talk about what I'm talking about now. See, sometimes the pointers to your purpose might not be what you even like. Like for you, you'll be like, oh, I want to be a lawyer, I want to do some corporate job. And then one day you realize that deep in your heart, teaching people, creating courses, helping them understand life and God's purpose for them is what God has called you to do. Sometimes, right, it might just not be what you want. I've always wanted to be a lawyer. It's still helping people, but not in this light, right? I didn't know I was going to develop courses, teach people, do coaching sessions and all of that, go to secondary schools to teach and all of that. It wasn't something I thought I was going to do. The second is, what are you naturally good at? Like naturally, without effort, without doing nothing. See, me, I'm effortlessly good at talking. I can talk for Africa. There was a time in school, everyone used to call me talkative, but amazingly, I always talked with purpose, right? So that's the difference. I always had something to say that would help people. And that was how I started to just know that, oh, in this life, I'm a talk. I'll always have a mic, I'll always be talking, I'll always be teaching. So what are you naturally good at? Everyone has strengths, right? So what do people always compliment you on? I like to add that, what do people always call you? One time I was posting contents on Dear 20 something. These were just contents to help people navigate their 20s, and people just started to call me Dear 20 something. Everywhere I go, Dear 20 something, Dear 20 something. I mean, that's how I knew that this my talking ministry is gaining grounds. But that's by the way. What skills or talent easily comes to you? Some people were born with a singing talent. Some people, they could draw. What is this skill that easily comes to you? Like, you didn't even have to go anywhere to learn it. What is this? Then what do your friends or family come to you for advice on? You see this one, every single person that has spoken to me personally, they always ask me questions like, what do I do in my life? How do I start? That's how I knew that, you see, this talking in this life, I'm a talk. I would talk for purpose, I would talk for impact. So yeah, so the third one is, what problems do you care about solving? Purpose isn't just about what you love, right? It's also about the impact you want to make. So, what problems do you enjoy solving? Or what do you even care about? For some people, is girl-child advocacy. That's me, my gender. I carry it on my head. I want to see more women empowered, more young girls rising above their background. So, everything I do, it's purpose on this ground for me, right, in this niche. So some people want to help people feed, right? So they're just different things. So what problems do you care about solving? Second one is, what issues in the world make you emotional? I can cry legit from seeing a young girl being abused or something. It's not the empathy that every other person has. I feel responsible. I feel like there's something that I need to do to change this. When people waste time, I'm angry. When people around me, they know, I'm just like, why is this person wasting their time? Can they do something useful with their life? This is me. This is what calls out to me. So the question, what issues in the world make you emotional, I think is something you should really pay attention to if you are on a purpose journey, right? Then what challenges have you personally overcome that you love to help people with? You see, this one is the crux of why I'm even doing this video. Is why I've done most of the work I've done in my life. I always say it, I didn't grow up in an advantaged place, and so but I rose through that to do stuffs. I mean, you can go to my Instagram, _Fatima, and you can find some of the work I've done. So this is something I want to share with the world. This is something I want to share with other young people. It gets me excited. See, nobody's paying me to record a YouTube video, right? But I'm recording and I'm happy. Like, I'm just having a conversation. That's how it feels to me. I don't feel like I'm being compelled or I'm being forced to do this. It's something I love to do. In short, I've done this over and over again, right? I started coaching right from when I was in uni. People would pay me for my coaching sessions. So yeah, this is it. What challenges have you personally overcome that you would love to help others with? These three questions, right, like we said earlier, are the GPS for purpose. When you find the intersection between what excites you and what you're good at and how you can serve others, you're on the right track. I'll say it again. When you find the intersection between what excites you, what you're good at, and how you can serve others, you are on the right track. So take a deep exercise with me. I like to call this exercise the life map. So here is how it works. Draw a timeline of your life. What I'm saying is, draw a timeline, like from your childhood up until now. Just draw it on paper. You can think about it first before you do it. I advise you to think about it first before you do it. So mark the key moments, the good times, the bad times. It could be achievements, it could be turning points or experiences that shaped you, but mark the key moments. Then look for patterns. That's the third one. So the first one I said draw a timeline, right, of your life. The second one I said mark key moments, whether they're bad or good. Then the third one, look for patterns. So what themes keep showing up? Like, what is that thing that you just see keeps showing up everywhere? Oh, I was class monitor, I was campus director, I was this, I was that. That's an example of a theme. So what themes keep showing up? So what lessons have you learned? What lessons have you learned? And then what moments make you feel the most fulfilled? Right now, I'm even thinking and I'm realizing the moments that make me most fulfilled are the moments where I'm on the field in one rural community. We're talking to some teenage girls. We're trying to give food to some people. Like, helping people generally has marked my own journey, right? And for me, it's how I found a large piece of the puzzle of my purpose. Just these things that make me happy. So the third thing we're talking about today is taking action on your purpose. So knowing purpose is great, but the real magic is taking action. You can know what you've been called to do. In short, you can tell everybody, this is what I think I've been called to do, but then you do nothing. There's no joy in that, my darling, I promise you. So you remember I told you we're going to keep this real here. We're going to keep it simple and we're going to just talk. So I remember when I was growing up and I would tell everybody, I want to help people, I want to help people, I want to help people. And I would do nothing. Literally nothing. Because you remember I told you guys in the first episode that I was looking for that one thing. So as long as that one thing didn't look like it, I didn't want to do anything else. But the more I grew, the more I realized the concept of whatever your hands find to do it with all diligence, right? See, the ingredients in your life are majorly the points, right, where you'll be getting pressures on. What I'm trying to say to you is, most times you will think that what you're doing right now has nothing to do with your purpose. I mean, maybe your purpose is actually I'll use what I know, to do gender advocacy in a community, and right now you're working in a bank and you tell yourself, this does not align, I beg, I'm just wasting my time. No, everything adds up. If it's not in your purpose, right? See, one thing I realized is that you're not that powerful to change the course of your purpose. I know a lot of people have said it. You can go astray, and you can't go entirely 360 away from your destiny. Every action, every parameter, every turn, every route is leading you back. It's like you take a wrong route when you're driving. It will reroute you back. When I first started working, I worked in a cement block industry. What does that have to do with my purpose? Then I started to work somewhere where I was helping someone who sold clothing items for toddlers, babies. How is that part of my purpose, right? Then I started to sell, like randomly, anything, drinks, donuts, snacks, anything. I just needed money at the time. How was that instrumental to my purpose of helping people coaching? Right now, when I look back, I finally realized that everything was adding up. My people relations is good. You know why? I've always known people. But now I have to go to entirely new communities where I have to talk to rural people, right? And I'm not saying, humbly speaking, these people have their peculiarities. It's not an easy thing to do, but when you see me in my element with these people, you think we're all family members and we're siblings. This was a build up from some of those works I've done, and I felt like, what am I even doing here? What's my life about? So yeah, guys, the real deal with purpose is action. So don't just know your purpose and not take action. That's what this point is about. So let's move forward. You don't find your purpose once and you're done. You're like, I finally found the jackpot, I won. No, you grow it by doing things that align with it. I hope that helps you. So let's break it down into simple steps for action taking in purpose. Very simple step. Try new things. This one, try out new things, guys. Don't lock yourself in a niche or around a circle and say, this is where they called me to do what. Try new things. Try new things. At the beginning phase of your purpose, you won't just discover it. I'm telling you this from example. Put your hands on different things. There was a time I was learning tailoring. From tailoring, I went to selling clothes for babies. See, the truth is, at the end of the day, you find the alignment within these things, right? I love fashion. I really do love fashion. But even at the time, I didn't know that. To be honest, I was just learning because I needed to learn a skill. Yes. So try your hands on new things. If you're not sure about what your purpose is yet, right? Start experimenting. Join a new class, volunteer, start a passion project. Just take up something, take action. Just start doing something. Don't let any season find you not doing anything. Like there's nothing in your hand that you're doing. No, you're wasting time, and that's not the way of God. That's not the way of purpose. So seize every opportunity to do something. Experiment. You remember we're talking about finding your purpose and how to discover your unique purpose. So in the discovery journey, one of the things that you continue to do is experiment. Listen to feedbacks. So the world often gives you hints, so pay attention. I'll give you this quick example. When I first started girl child advocacy, it wasn't a popular thing for people to do, right? A lot of people saw it as, especially if you're a Christian, a lot of people saw it as you were trying to fight what God had created, and God said the man was the head. So where are women coming from with leadership and even asking for spaces? So, but I realized that the first time I posted anything on Facebook, a lot of people reacted to it. Oh my God, in a very positive way. They were like, well done, Faith. You're encouraging, you inspire me what you're doing. And I'm like, oh my God. I didn't even have a proper phone at the time. I think it was on Infinix Hot, whatever. I recorded a video with, and I just posted it. It was a hint for me that this could be your purpose, madam, pay attention. Honestly, at the time, I didn't know. But right now, it adds up. So that's why I keep telling you that purpose is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You would know as you progress. But if you do nothing, you will know nothing. So pay attention to the hints that the universe is giving you. You would find answers. You don't need a perfect plan. Just take the first step where it leads you. So start small. You know, we're talking about finding your unique purpose. Don't use somebody's 10 years to compare your 1 year. You just started. Your results cannot be theirs. If they told you what happened to them in their first year, you might even be doing better. But then because you're comparing yourself with their 10th year, you can't even see what's going on, right? You want to record a YouTube video, you don't have lights, you don't have, well, start small, stay in your room. If it's recording, if it's writing, then you know you can write. I'm not against excellence, but I'm saying let excellence not stop you from starting. You can do big things from small places. So pay attention to the feedback. That's what we said. Then we said start small. When you discover that you're gaining ground in a certain light, or you're doing something that gives you that spark, and you can see that, oh, it's gaining acceptance, and validation is not the deal, but it could be part of it. It's gaining acceptance, and maybe people appreciate you, or just anything that gives you a nudge forward, right? When you find that, just start small. I cannot overemphasize this. Not doing anything with purpose is wasting time, and wasting time is costly because there are generations waiting for you. So be patient. See, your purpose is not a one-time discovery. It's not, I said before, it's not jackpot, I found it, let me now rest. No, it evolves as you do. Personally, I've evolved into different things from girl child advocacy, even though I still do it, and my core is advocacy for the girl child, right? But I've evolved into other things. How? By doing. I've gotten more opportunities to do some things that I didn't even think I was capable of. But I saw the track of purpose trailing me. Yeah? And I'm here and I'm doing it and I'm happy. Right? So as you evolve, purpose evolves with you. It means that if you do nothing, you would get nothing. You won't find clarity. So you can't be sitting down in one place or one mountain and say, I'm praying to discover my purpose, I'm praying to discover my purpose. You have prayed, you've prayed 1 year, 2 years, Abba. What are you discovering again? Step out and do the one that you've heard that he said you should do, right? So here's a challenge for you today. Answer the 3 purpose questions and create your life map. You remember the life map I spoke about earlier. So answer the 3 purpose questions and create your life map. So the 3 purpose question was, what excites you, what are you naturally good at, and what problem are you solving, or what problems do you care to solve? That's the purpose question, right? 3 of it. And the life map exercise, I said draw a timeline of your life, mark key moments, look for patterns. That's about it, right? So make sure you do this, and I'll see you in the next video, in the next class. If this was helpful to you, please kindly share and comment, give me feedback on what you think. Is there something you want me to talk about around purpose? Let me know, and I'll talk about it. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification. Purpose is already inside you.